Hello and welcome to the F201 Formynder class frigate. Formynder basically meaning guardian, as this ship is the guardian and escort role for all the larger capital ships in the fleet. Now we enter the ship here from the back, which is leading onto the back of the bridge here through the first airlock. And we got a variety of chairs here for different gunner positions. We got the captain's chair. Some observation around the outsides here. As we head to the back here, we got the stairs that lead down to the deck below. More view here. And the door that will lead through to a forward corridor, but we'll worry about that later. These are the two elevators that lead down to the main deck below. You just simply push a button and you can head down this way, and there's buttons below to also call the elevator or take you back up. Now this area is the corridor for, between the two hangar bays on each side of the ship at the rear. So you have basic lights and door controls here if you want to let someone in. There are sensors as well, but this is the double airlock to get to the hangar. The hangar is not pressurized with any oxygen or anything like that. So same controls in here as well, just got the door and the lights. Very simple. Now this ship, I was just the design, everything about it's very simple, unlike anything else I've ever built, because I just want it to work first time, not have to worry about it. Other people can chuck on some crazy shit if they want to, but that's the idea of it basically. So now we've got another passage here that leads down to engineering. This has got a lot of bits and pieces for the ship, including oxygen and all the containers and whatnot. Hydrogen thrusters and all the pipes that lead to the rear hydrogen thrusters as well. Turn the lights off and call it back up. Alright, now through here is into the gravity engine room. Now basically the ship can just run off thrusters. It's not really that great, but these gravity drives can help kick in for every direction, so not just to move forwards but also left, right, up, down, front, back, and it just gives it that much more maneuverability for a larger ship like this. Now as we head through to the front of the ship here, there's a lot more pipes and whatnot, hydrogen tanks, we got cargo, spare cargo here, battery bank, another elevator, we'll worry about that later. And as we come down here, we've got the medical bay and the cryo chambers, as well as some various seating. Now these two are just the side passages that run on either side of the ship. Now these run past all the broadside guns here, so you can access these for maintenance, fix anything up if it gets damaged, and they can get you from the front to the rear of the ship and vice versa. Now this elevator should bring you up to the top gun deck here. Basically everything, every room and area in the ship has oxygen except for the two hangars. Now up here you got more seats to control the guns, more airlocks there to get outside. And now you can see we're back at the front here on the deck just under the bridge, and now we're back up to the bridge. So I guess now it's time to make this thing go and see how she handles. Just so you guys get an idea of acceleration and maneuverability, the view in the cockpit here, not too bad. Alright, so she turns alright for a ship of this size. She's got a few gyros in there, but let's see how she handles under speed and the acceleration. So this is the acceleration normally with just thrusters. You'll notice the hotbar full of timer blocks, so if I hit 3, that'll put the forwards gravity movement on. If I hit 4, that'll push me to the right as well, so you can really dig in on the corners. Now pushing 6 there would have made me head upwards at the same time, so I'm doing forward, right and upwards all at the one time at the moment, as well as thrusters. Now what I did was hit 1, which puts all the directions back to 0 again for the gravity, and then I hit 4 to dig in right again, as well as 3 to keep the forward movement going. So basically from left to right you got 1, which is rest, which will put all the gravity generators back to neutral, no directions. Then you got left, forward, right, backwards, up and down. So as I head back to the base over here, I'll try to stabilize myself back out. I hit 5, I hit right, I hit up, just to sort of get myself more into position. Hit 5 again, just to brake me a little faster. And 1 to put everything at rest. So it works really good too with the inertial dampeners on, with all the thrusters. Because you also get the arm thrusters helping with the cornering. Right, so I'm hitting 4 there to bring me right. Push me closer to the base there. 1 to put it at rest. You can move the ship around a lot like that. So now we have the building process. So basically every ship I build, well a large ship, I start off with a big frame, just so I have an idea of what size I need it to be, its role, its class pretty much. And also start with main features, so this being the gravity engines in the engine room here. And then I just encased it in heavy armor. It's the only heavy armor on the ship is the one surrounding the engines themselves. And also just the design at the back here of the rear thrusters. Just trying to get some unique shapes in there. The second feature in mind was the hangars. So basically the hangars on this ship were to support a newer fighter that I've also built. It's not recommended to fly with the fighter attached to the ship though, as when you start activating all the gravity drive stuff, the force is too much, the force is too strong. So then I started working on the mid section of the ship, working on the gun positions, a bit on the front here. Trying to get some shapes in, blend it with the rest of the ship. And then trying to work out thruster positions, weapons, where everything's going to go. As you can't just start building random designs without thinking about where things have to go as well. You have to really make sure you got room for thrusters, weapons, other components. Now I've got some sort of staggering positions here of the weapons, so even when there's a target directly in front, most of those should be able to fire across each other, so you can get maximum weapon coverage towards the front as well. as the sides and the rear. So everything's starting to look good now. The front was pretty much complete. Same with the middle section, all the thrusters, weapons, everything in place. I didn't have enough footage to show the rest of the ship finished, but you get the idea. So this is the new fighter, which is attached currently to the ship. Now it's more of just a light scout fighter, but I will be including this in the world as well. But it's, yeah, not recommended to travel too violently with it attached in the hangar. So now I thought, why the hell not try land this thing on a planet? I mean, it's got hydrogen thrusters. I thought, let's give it a go. But nah, I wouldn't do it, and you'll see why. It just hasn't got enough thrusters to enter the atmosphere safely. So after discovering how long it took to just fly to the fucking planet, I had to jump there a few times just to get a bit closer. Just cruising. Getting a bit closer now. This is my first time on planet, so I thought, wow, this looks fucking incredible. A few nice scenic shots of the ship there with the planet. Why not? Now as I'm getting closer here, I'm noticing the gravity starting to kick in, and I'm like, oh yeah. I got the gravity drive as well. That's got to help me, you know, keep off the ground. I thought, yeah, I got this. And then this was about the point where I noticed I had no fucking control whatsoever. I was going down. There's nothing I could do about it. And yep, that happened. So I thought I'd get out, have a look around, see what's going on. By the time I crashed, it was night time, so I could not see shit. But anyway, guys, you get the idea. It's a simple ship designed to escort larger capital ships, more important key ships like carriers and, you know, big battleships and whatnot. So I hope you like this one. Hopefully there's enough room for doing whatever you want as well to make it your own. And thanks very much for watching, and we'll try to get more ships out soon as well as possibly a Space Engineers series now that we can do survival on the planets. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Dropped one. The other one got away. He's heading around outside. The outside? It was way out.